We got a Gator Bowl game coming up against Wake Forest in what we both agree to be a pretty intriguing matchup against a team that may advance to the ACC championship game. And your early thoughts on this one?
If it's anything like the last game, I mean, I'm sure A&M fans would love for that to go a little bit differently, but a 55-52 game when they played a couple of years ago in the Bulk Bowl was pretty entertaining. The two sides combined for close to 1,300 yards. I don't think it'll be that high scoring this time around, but I think it's an interesting matchup. The name is probably not going to, jump off the page at folks, but obviously A&M would love to be in a better bowl than this, but when it comes to a program like Wake Forest, offensively they pose some challenges. They play fast, finished second in the ACC, averaging over 41 points per game. So this is going to be a good test for the A&M defense to really start fast, and it's been something they've struggled with all year. It's going to be interesting to see if they can finally close out the year with a performance where they start fast and don't kind of put themselves behind the eight ball as they've done quite often this year. And then on the defensive side, I mean, offensively, I really feel like they're going to be able to get the running game going because, Wake Forest has allowed over 200 yards per game on the ground. We're a little reminiscent of the Missouri game and how they had struggled defending the run. And so I think it's going to be an interesting game. And I'm not sure how, I could see a game in the high 20s, low 30s. But it's an interesting matchup just given the success Wake had and the kind of the way A&M closed out the season, kind of left a bad taste in their mouth, especially the way they lost to LSU. And so this is a chance to kind of head into the offseason on a high note and start to build off that. I know Haynes King is kind of progressing closer. It doesn't sound like he's going to play in the bowl game, but he is getting healthier, and so that's good news. And then, it'll be a chance to see some younger players because DeMarvin Leal, Jimbo Fisher said he at this point does not expect him to play in the bowl game. He declared for the draft earlier this month. And so, it'll be a chance to see some players that they're going to factor in quite heavily down the road as well.
Sam Hartman can throw the ball around the yard. There's no question about that. He's one of the best in the business. Yeah. A.T. Perry, their top wide receiver, is a Biletnikoff Award finalist. So Wake can score. And I'm letting you know, certainly, at least from my vantage point, if that game lands in the high 20s to low 30s, I think A&M's in good shape because Wake certainly wants to pump it up and down the field, and they've given up a lot of points. Just lost the ACC championship game in a high-scoring affair in which they kept pace for the first half, and then Pitt ran away from him in the second half. This Belk Bowl, I just had to go to the box score because I knew it would be ridiculous. And I remember watching this game. Nick Starkel, there's a blast from the past there, 499 yards passing in that game. And I see Christian Kirk and Jamon Osborne had 25 catches between the two. So, yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I mean, it's those are a couple names that A&M fans still bring up quite a bit. And you're right, 4 touchdown passes for Nick Starkel, and just Wake Forest jumped out to a big lead in that game. A&M kind of surged back and took the lead late in the third quarter, early fourth, and then back came Wake with a couple scores as well. So it was just a really crazy kind of back and forth affair. And you're right, both offenses. John Walford threw for over 400 yards as well. So kind of a crazy game.